Myself, Basant Kumar Mishra, Basant Sir, is going to teach you Unit 3 Public Finance, Public Revenue. Public revenue is the income of government from various sources. From various sources. However, government has two sources of revenue, particularly tax revenue and non-tax revenue. Tax revenue, as we know, tax is a compulsory contribution. Compulsory contribution to government without any quid pro quo. That is, no direct benefit. Tax is different from fine. We will discuss it in non-tax revenue. Tax is classified into two parts from one angle, that is direct tax as well as indirect tax. Direct tax means the impact and incidence of tax is on same person. That is, for example, income tax, gift tax, wealth tax. These are the taxes imposed on the person with excess income over and above the government standard of deduction, and the person has to pay the tax on whom it is imposed. The person having more income than the government exemption limit will have to pay the tax, that is direct tax. But indirect tax is the tax impact and incidence of tax is on different person. For example, GST. Previously we know it as commodity tax, excise duty, like that. Under this tax, government imposes tax on the producer. This is impact. But finally, consumer pays the tax. So, in indirect tax, impact and incidence are on different persons. Apart from that, tax is also divided into four types. One is progressive tax, Another one is proportional tax. Another one is regressive tax. Another one is digressive tax. Progressive tax is the system of a tax. It is a tax system. These four, progressive, proportional, regressive, digressive, are four systems of tax. Direct tax and indirect tax are types of taxes. Progressive tax or tax system needs tax base for explanation. That is, income tax has a base is income. That is, tax imposed on income. That is why in income tax, income is the base. GST base is goods and service. Goods and service. So, in progressive tax, tax base, for example, income, in case of income tax, the tax rate and tax revenue all rises. Income, for example, 1000, tax rate is 10%, that is tax revenue is 100. In case of 2000, the tax rate is 12%. Tax rate rises, that is government gets 240 tax revenue. In case of 3000, 15%. So government gets 450 rupees in tax revenue. Taking in diagram form, we find that the progressive tax goes on increasing as tax base, for example, income goes up. In case of proportional tax, the tax rate remains same, although tax base rises. Taking a table, tax base, tax rate and tax revenue, we find 1000, 2000 or 3000 the income rises, but tax rate is same 10%. So the tax revenue is 100, 200, 300. In this case, income rises to the government, tax also rises, but the tax rate remains same, that is 10%. So it is proportional tax. Again, regressive tax. Tax rate falls as tax base rises. That is tax base, tax rate, tax revenue. Tax base is 1000, 2000, 3000. Tax rate at 10%, 8%, 5%. So the tax revenue is 1000, it is 100, it is 160, it is uh, 50, 150, 150, 450, 1100, 10%. This is the tax, regressive tax goes on falling. This tax rate goes on falling although tax base or for example income rises. Degressive tax is also practically found where we find tax rate rises for some time, but after a level of income it remains same. For example, tax base, income, tax rate, tax revenue. Tax base 1000, 2000, 3000, 4000, 5000. For example, 10%, 12%, 15%, again 15%, again 15%. What happens here? The tax rate remains same, although it is increasing. That is why it is called degressive tax. If we calculate the tax revenue as 100, 240, 445, 450, then comes 600, then comes 750. The tax rate, tax revenue rises, but the rate remains the same. So we find that the diagram of the regressive tax is like this. For some time it rises, then it remains same. This is tax base, tax rate. Combining all these figures, we find that this is progressive tax, this is proportional tax, this is regressive tax, then it is degressive tax. However, all these things are meant for short questions. What we find here is that the tax revenue what the government gets from different sources. Apart from that, government also earn income from different sources other than tax, which is we call non-tax revenue. Non-tax revenue. There are 4 types of non-tax revenue that government earns. One is administrative revenue. Then is commercial revenue. Then is gift and grant. Gift and grant. Finally, income from government domain. Administrative revenue is again divided into 6 parts. Like this: fees, fines, license fees, forfeitures, estates, special assessment, special assessment, To be very frank, administrative revenue is a revenue that is earned by government for administration. That means giving good administration to the public. It is not a income of the government particularly. Rather, it is imposed for making people democratic, sociable, and a good citizen of the country. For example, we take fees now. Seligman told fees is a contribution to government, special type of contribution to government by the person who gets the benefit direct from the government, and for meeting the expenses of that benefits he has to pay some fees for that. For example, examination fee. Examination fee is paid by students for appearing examination and getting certificate for better future. We can also take fees like income certificate fees. We have to pay some court fee for that. Income certificate, caste certificate, we have to pay some court fee like that. These are the fees. These fees are given by the person who gets the direct benefit from that, from the government administration. Again, there comes license fees. It is given to the person who wants to do something special for their own benefit, like driving license. A person who is a driver must get a license. For that, he has to pay some fees to government, and it is to be renewed again and again. License fee also given to the wine shop. License is given to the persons who are involved in some unsocial works, like film hall, opening film hall, like opening your sex workers activities like that. These are the license fees, and these are to be renewed again and again. Then comes fine. Fine is not imposed by government for the people to earn income. Rather, it is imposed on the persons to make them sociable. That is, they should not do the unsocial activities which will affect others. Fine is also a compulsory contribution to government, but the person who pays the fine gets benefit. But in case of tax is also a compulsory contribution, but it do not give any direct benefit. That is why tax is sometimes confused as fine, but the tax and fine is not same thing, because tax is compulsory, fine is compulsory, but tax has no direct benefit, fine has direct benefit. That is, the person who pays the fine gets the relaxation for his unsocial activities, or gets some punishment, financial punishment is imposed on the person. For example, a person traveling in a train without ticket, a person driving a motorcycle without helmet. These are some of the examples of fine. Like that, we will find several types of fines. So students also pay fine sometimes because they do not fill up their forms for examination in a due date. After that date, if they go for filling the form, they have to pay the fine along with their examination fees. Then comes forfeiture. Forfeiture, as we know, is paid to the government for the person who defy the government by the contract. The person who defy the the contract has to pay has to bear forfeiture. For example, a person who is caught by the police in some criminal cases like that, and he is taken on bail by a bailer. Bailer has to pay some financial fund to the court while the culprit is taken in bail. But it is the duty of the bailer to take the culprit to the court when there is a judgment, when there is their but that day when there is the date of judgment, if the culprit is not taken to the court by the bailer, then the contract made by the government and the bailer is defied. That is why government take all these security money kept by the bailer to the government exchequer. That is called forfeiture. Assets is another income of the government. For example, some person who is died without having any hire. HIR here means is a future generation, new future generation the person has, but he is died. In that case, his properties will be will be given to government, as there is no person to keep that property with him. That is why it is a source of income also as states. Special assessment, another income of the government, which is imposed on the persons for the special benefit given to them. For example, the national highway, we get some of the check gates there on the national highway. For example, in Panikoili and also in Sargod, because it is the check gate from where we have to pay some money to government, as we use the national highway for our better benefit. So also the town people or the city people has to pay holding tax also government to people, because they get special benefit for residing there. Like transport facilities also better, water facility, light facility, like that. There are so many facilities they get especially. That is why it is called special assessment. We also get special assessment. We have to pay on Vidyasagar Setu, which is on the Hooghly river in West Bengal. The persons crossing that Vidyasagar Setu has to pay this type of tax, that is special assessment. Without that, the person cannot cross that bridge. Then comes this administrative revenue. These are the different types of revenue from government. We come to commercial revenue, another income from of the government sources, that is also called price. Government is also in business, like Ralkla Steel Plant, Durgapur Steel Plant, SAIL, SIL, SAIL, Steel Authority of India, under which Ralkla Steel Plant, Durgapur Steel Plant, Bhilai Steel Plant, Bokaro Steel Plant are there. Like that, government has also railway and gets benefit from that. That is the commercial revenue, because government in commerce earns some benefit from that, from the public sector undertakings. This is also called commercial revenue. Gift and grant. Nowadays, Corona is on the full swing, and government requests people to give some grant to government, and people are giving grant. This is the source of income from gift and grant. What to be told is that gift is not to be repaid, but grant is repaid by the government. Grants also refer to the foreign aid also, we can say. Income from government domain. Domain means the property of the government. That is why we say that the forest, river, and your marketplaces, hill area, government gets different types of income. That is why you called as a government from income from government domain. The sand is used by the people, but they have to pay some royalty for that, and the land from and the sand sold by the government is some revenue to government from the person who take the lease of the area for sand. Like that, from forest, from your hill area, Government also gets different types of income. These are the sources of government revenue. What to be told is that tax revenue is the major revenue of the government, while non-tax revenue is not considered as a revenue, but somewhat it is some part of revenue to the government, but it is is there to make people good citizen of our country. So we will concentrate our discussion on the tax revenue, particularly direct and indirect taxes. Progressive tax is one of the important tax. In case of direct tax or indirect tax, we follow it always, because the rich person has the capacity to pay more as compared to the poor persons. So direct tax, indirect tax, progressive tax is always considered, but what should be the degree of progressiveness? It is to be decided by the government. So we discuss here today the income of the government, income, public revenue, or income of government from different sources. In the next class, we will go for direct tax and indirect tax, and which one is better, and again how in direct tax is to be imposed for progressiveness, and also indirect tax how it is progressive. In our discussion, we will take it in the second class.